100, Wanda would say. 100? Exclaimed all the little girls incredulously, and the little ones would stop playing hopscotch and listen. Obviously, if one of your friends would say that she had 100 dress, which might be possible, but if you hear it like she has 100 dresses, then obviously you will be surprised that, oh, how come she can have so many dresses when she wear only one dress and come. So the children or the little girl who were playing hopscotch, they stopped playing and they started listening. Yeah, 100 all lined up, said Wanda. Then her thin lips drew together in silence. Then again she was quiet. What are they like? All silk, I bet. Now Peggy was obviously mocking her, so she asked that how does it look? Obviously it will be all silk, I bet. Yeah, all silk, all colors, velvet too. Yeah, velvet too. 100 dresses, Wanda would repeat stolidly, all lined up in my closet. Now, stolidly over here means not showing any feelings. Okay. Then they'd let her go. And then, before she'd gone very far, they couldn't help bursting into shriek and peals of laughter. Now, while she went, they started laughing at her. 100 dresses. Obviously, the only dress Wanda had was the blue one she wore every day. So, why did she say she had 100? What a story. Now, obviously, they would mock her after not far she went. They would start mocking her, saying that she's just baffling, saying that she had 100 dresses because she wears only one blue dress and come every day. So why will she say that she has 100 dresses? She's making stories. How many shoes did you say you had? Now again they asked how many shoes did she had. Then she would say 60 pairs all lined up in my closet. Cries of exaggerated politeness greeted this, all alike. Oh no, every pair is different, all colors, all lined up. Peggy, who had thought up this game, and Maddie, her inseparable friends, were always the last to leave. Obviously, both girls, Peggy and Maddie, they had made their life motto to mock Wanda. So they would obviously go late. She says that the both of them, the author over here describes that Peggy and Maddie, her inseparable friend. For Peggy, it was like a game she had made. So they always were the last to leave. Finally, Wanda would move up the street, her eyes dull and her mouth closed. Now, Wanda would move up like her eyes are very dull and her mouth is closed, hitching her left shoulder every now and then in the funny way she had, finishing the walk to school alone. Now, it was kind of a funny walk for them. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies. The author also said that this girl Peggy, she was not cruel. Okay, at one point she mocked Wanda, and then at the next point the author is saying that she is not cruel. She protects small children from bullies, and she cried for hours if she see any animal being mistreated. If anybody has said to her, "Don't you think this is a cruel way to treat Wanda?" she would have been very surprised. Cruel? Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Anybody could tell that it was a lie. Although being a very sweet girl, that she protected animals and all, why was she mocking Wanda? Okay, then she says, don't you think that this is a cruel way to treat Wanda? If anybody would ask her, she would be very surprised, and in a surprisingly way, she would say cruel. Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Anybody could tell that it was a lie. Why did she want to lie? And she wasn't just an ordinary person else. Why did she have a name like that? Anyway, they'd never made her cry. So it was clear that though they mock her, she never cried for this. As for Maddie, this business of asking Wanda every day how many dresses and how many hats and how many this and that she had was bothering her. So first it was clear that for Peggy, it was clear. For Maddie, this business of asking Wanda that how many dresses she owes, how many hats she has, and whatever questions they were asking, Maddie was poor herself. Now, she usually wore somebody's hand-me-down clothes. Thank goodness she didn't live up in Boggins Heights or have a funny name. Now, this Maddie girl, she herself was poor, but she thanked God that she did not live in Boggins Heights or have a funny name like Wanda. Sometimes, when Peggy was asking Wanda those questions in that mocking, polite voice, Maddie felt embarrassed and studied the marbles in the palm of her hands. So, obviously, when Peggy was asking all these questions from Wanda, Maddie, she does not liked it. At one point, she felt embarrassed and she started doing what? Studying the marbles in the palm of her hands, rolling them around and saying nothing herself. Not that she felt sorry for Wanda. Obviously, she never felt sorry for Wanda exactly. She would never have paid any attention to Wanda. Also, she would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy hadn't invented the dress game. Now, if Peggy hadn't invented this dress game, अगर Peggy ये invent नहीं करती dress game, तो Wanda पे कभी Maggie ध्यान भी नहीं देती. But suppose Peggy and all the others started in on her next. She wasn't as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. Of course, she would have more sense than to say she had 100 dresses. Still, she would not like to have would not like for them to begin on her. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. So here the point is कि जो Peggy थी, अगर उसने ये इन्वेंट नहीं किया होता गेम तो मैडी जो थी वो कभी ध्यान भी नहीं देती वांडा पे ऑब्वियसली. लेकिन उसको डर इस बात का था कि कहीं वो नेक्स्ट ना हो जाए, बिकॉज शी वॉजन एज पुअर एज वांडा, लेकिन वो गरीब थी. एंड ऑफकोर्स अगर उससे कोई पूछता तो उसमें इतना दिमाग तो था कि वो एक बार में 100 ड्रेसेस तो नहीं बोलती, बट स्टिल अगर इस तरीके से कोई उसकी मॉक करता, उसे मजाक उड़ाता तो उसको ये पसंद नहीं आता. सो अंदर ही अंदर वो विश करती थी कि शायद पैगी ये मजाक करना या वांडा पेट्रॉन्सी का मजाक उड़ाना बंद कर दे. Now, there are certain meanings given here. Hand-me-down clothes obviously means old clothes, और जो clothes किसी ने पहना हुआ है. Mocking का मतलब होता है किसी का मजाक उड़ाना. To make fun of or embarrass का मतलब obviously ashamed होना. Now, there are certain questions written. In what way was Wanda different from the other children? Obviously, Wanda क्यों अलग थी बाकी children से? Because उसके पास 100 dresses था, एज इट वो क्लेम करती थी, और बाकी बच्चों के पास नहीं था. और मे बी बिकॉज उसका नाम बाकी बच्चों से काफ़ी अलग था. Did Wanda have 100 dresses? Why do you think she said she did? Okay, this is based on your imagination कि क्या आपको लगता है that Wanda really had those 100 dresses, और उसने ऐसा क्यों बोला. Why is Maddie embarrassed by the question Peggy asked Wanda? Obviously because अगर कोई उसको पूछता, if she would have been there in Wanda place, she wouldn't want anyone to ask her कि उसके पास कितने dresses थे. So obviously वो थोड़ा embarrassed थी. Is she also like Wanda or is she different? No, she was poor but not as poor as Wanda. Even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problem absent-mindedly. 8 times 8, let's see. She wished she had the nerves to write Peggy a note. Now today, even though it is portraying Maddie's viewpoint, that even though they did not met Wanda, they had been late to school, Maddie was glad that she never met Wanda, because she didn't wanted to make fun of Wanda. Now she was doing her arithmetic problem in her mind. She was saying 8 times 8, let's see. Now she wished, उसको इच्छा थी कि काश वो कभी पैगी को एक नोट लिख पाती, बिकॉज शी न्यू शी नेवर वुड हैव द करेज टू स्पीक राइट आउट टू पैगी टू से हे पैग लेट्स स्टॉप आस्किंग वांडा हाउ मेनी ड्रेसेस शी हैज़. बिकॉज वो जानती थी कि कभी सामने सामने तो उसकी इतनी हिम्मत होगी नहीं कि वो पैगी को बोल पाएगी कि हे पैग लेट्स स्टॉप आस्किंग कि वांडा के पास कितनी ड्रेसेस है, उससे पूछना ही हम लोग छोड़ देते हैं. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. Now, when she finished her mind calculation of arithmetic, she start writing a note to Peggy. Suddenly, she paused and shuddered. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Now, while she started writing a note to Peggy, उसके दिमाग में एक इमेज जैसा आया जिसमें स्कूल यार्ड पे वो खड़ी थी और वांडा की जगह अब वो एक नया टारगेट थी पैगी और उन लड़कियों के लिए जो उसके साथ मजाक उड़ाते थे. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy Old's one that Maddie mother had tried to disguise with. कि पैगी उससे पूछ रही होती कि वो जो कपड़े पहनती है, ड्रेसेस पहनती है, वो कहाँ से आती है, और फिर उसको कहना पड़ता कि ये पैगी ही की ओल्ड वंस थे जिसको मैडी की मदर ने कुछ डेकोरेशन करके छुपाने की कोशिश की ताकि पता ना चल सके. सो टारगेट हेयर मीन्स अ पर्सन deliberately chosen for attack. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. कि अगर पैगी खुद ये डिसाइड कर ले कि वो वांडा का मजाक नहीं उड़ाना चाहती थी. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair. Maddie ran her hands through her short blonde hair, and as she thought to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Now, what difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. Now, where she thought that she will write a letter to Peggy saying to stop mocking Wanda, but when she started doing this, she pictured herself in Wanda Place being mocked by those girls. So she tore that bit of note and she said that what difference will it make? She was Peggy's best friend and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong. Now, it was her view, her thoughts. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up in Borgans Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about 100 dresses. Now, what she said that for them, Wanda was just some sort of girl who lived in a Borgans Height, a very poor place, and she was all alone in the schoolyard. She never said anything to anyone. Only when she spoke, when they asked how many dresses did she owe. Now, Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimming, and she remembered another that was brilliantly jungle green with red sash. You'd look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Now, they would ask her what kind of dresses she owes, and Wanda would describe it. And the girls would make fun of her. Now, pretended means not real, it was like fake. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. Now, while she was thinking about Wanda, her mind went to the drawing competition and she thought that who is going to win this drawing and coloring contest. For girls, the contest consists of designing dresses, and for boys, it was motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that's what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star head so that you could almost tell who it was. So from this para, it is clear that Peggy was very good at what she do. I mean, she was a very good. From this, it was very clear that Peggy drew very well and she was good at what she drew. At least that's what everybody thought. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winner. Then they'd known. The next morning, it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Now, it was drizzling, kind of very light rain was falling, and they hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Olive Street. The street that far away under the railroad track and up the hill led to Borgans Height. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. So, अगले दिन बारिश हल्की हल्की हो रही थी तो वो लोग अम्ब्रेला शेयर करके आए. नेचुरली ऐसा जब दिन पड़ता था तो वो लोग वांडा का इंतजार नहीं करते थे, पर अगर करना होता तो वो कहाँ पे करते? ऑन द कॉर्नर ऑफ ऑलिवर स्ट्रीट, द स्ट्रीट दैट फार अवे अंडर द रेल रोड ट्रैक्स एंड अप द हिल, जो कि कहाँ जाता था? बॉगन्स हाइट को जाता था. एनीवे, दे weren't टेकिंग एनी चांसेस ऑफ बीइंग लेट क्योंकि आज कॉम्पिटिशन, ड्राइंग कॉम्पिटिशन का रिजल्ट आने वाला था. मिस मेसन विल अनाउंस द विनर टुडे? आस्क्ड पेगी. पेगी ने पूछा कि डू यू थिंक कि मिस मेसन जो है विनर का अनाउंसमेंट आज करेंगी? ओह, आई होप सो द मिनट वी गेट इन, सेड मैनी. ऑफ कोर्स यू विल विन, पेग. नाउ शी वाज क्वाइट श्योर कि पेग ही जीतेगी. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. They were drawing all over the room, on the every edge and window sill, dazzling colors and brilliant lavish designs, all drawn on green sheets of wrapping papers. Now, when they entered, वो लोग काफ़ी shock हो गए because everywhere there were drawings all over the rooms, window sill पे dazzling colors से and brilliant lavish designs उस पे बने हुए थे. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be the drawing for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. So these these drawings were so beautiful that everyone was admiring it. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winner. Jack Biggles had won for the boys, she said, and his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12, along with the sketches by all the other boys. Now, the class teacher, Miss Mason, she announced the winner, and that for boys, Jack Biggles had won. As for the girls, she said, although just 1 or 2 sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and all are beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worthy of winning the prize. I'm very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls medal. Now for girls, they announced whom they as the winner. It was Wanda, because everyone, they just submitted one dress, but this girl Wanda, she submitted 100 designs and all were like winning designs. Any drawing could have won of her. It was so beautiful. So the teacher announced very happily that Wanda has won the winner of the girls medal. Unfortunately, Wanda had been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Now she was being absent for many days, so she was not there to receive the award. Let's just hope she will be back tomorrow. Now class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawing. Now she said that you may roam around the class and look at her drawings. The children burst into applause and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouth and whistles, though they were not interested in dresses. Obviously, they were never interested in dresses, but they just only wanted to clap. Burst into applause means suddenly and spontaneously clapped hands. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. There's that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Now, Maddie whispered to Peg that the blue dress one she told about was the drawing that she made. And she even asked, isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And here's that green one. Boy, and I thought I could draw. So this is the end of the first part. Now, exquisite mean extremely beautiful and well made. So these were the dresses that she did not own, like she did not have any dresses of clothes, but she had those designs because she made it, and that's why she said that she owes 100 dresses. Now I'll explain the part 2 of 100 dresses very soon. This chapter is in, I guess, 3 or 4 parts because it was a quite a long chapter. Now let's see the oral comprehension check. Why didn't Maggie ask Peggy to stop teasing Wanda? What was she afraid of? Obviously, she was afraid that in place of Wanda, she'll be there and they will be making fun of her. So she didn't ask Peggy to stop teasing Wanda. Who did Maddie think would win the drawing contest? Why? Now Maddie thought that Peggy will win this competition because she thought that Peggy draw very well. Who won the drawing contest? What has the winner drawn? Now, the drawing contest was won by Wanda Petronsky and she had drawn very beautiful 100 dresses. So, these are some of the questions. I think you can do it on your own. So, till then, have a very productive day. Have a very productive week. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.